I've got Oklahoma up at 15 in my latest top 25, and I've got a lot of people with doubts. People saying, have you seen Oklahoma's schedule? They're going to get blasted. They did finish below 500 last year, so why am I high on the Sooners this season? For starters, Oklahoma returns a really excellent defensive coaching staff and a ton of production for a defense that was really excellent last season. If you look at where they were in yards per game allowed and a lot of those metrics last season, it's pretty impressive, especially considering how anemic their offense was. They were putting up good defensive numbers despite being on the field a long time. So I think the defense will be a really solid foundation for them this season, and if you just purely look at their upside offensively, it is pretty sky high. John Mateer, if he pans out, if he's the guy they want him to be at Oklahoma, that's a potential Heisman contender this season. New offensive coordinator Ben Arbuckle is the real deal. He's a great offensive mind. He was with John Mateer at Washington State. The chemistry is there. He's familiar with the system. The one challenge for them will be flipping that offensive line. That was such a negative last season. But the Sooners actually typically develop and have a pretty dang good O-line. So I'm pretty confident that they'll be back in a decent position this year. The schedule criticism is valid. They play a really tough schedule. They play Michigan in the non-conference. They play Texas, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Alabama, Missouri, LSU, South Carolina. So many daunting games, and there's some tough road games in the wrong spots. But I do think this is a team that, if they reach their potential, they can navigate a schedule like this and have a successful season. The final thing I'd point to is this graphic, which shows the consensus power rating on the x-axis, aka how good they were last year, and then their returning production this season. And if you see where Oklahoma falls, they're in a pretty comfortable spot in terms of how much they bring back this year, and I think they upgraded in some of the right areas. So I think the Sooners are going to be a great team in the SEC this year.